Greetings! It is your girl, the Diva Patrice, and I know it has been a long time since you have seen Toast and Talk with the Sisters, but I just wanted to get on here and just recap some things. I've been away, I've had a lot of stuff go on, so I just wanted to get on and let you know that we have not forgotten about you. So, let's get into it. So, I am actually at job number 2, so I don't have my usual toast and talk drink, but I am sipping on my coffee, and it is so nice and warm in my stainless steel tumbler. So, yes, this is his coffee, and I can't show it to you because it'll spill out, but it is coffee. So, like I said, a lot of things have happened since our last Toast and Talk. As you know, I have went on a few dates. I know that was the assignment. So, yes, I've gone on a few dates with a guy. We're both quite busy, so we don't get to really see each other anymore. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, other than that, I was preparing for my Atlanta trip and preparing my step team and buying this and buying that, packing and repacking things. So I'm so glad that I drove up to Atlanta because I had so much stuff and there's no way I could have got on an airplane with that stuff. So always know when you're traveling, always know your objective. If you're only, I say a few hours, 6 hours it was for me from where I live to Atlanta. So I figure I just drive. When you calculate the whole day, if I was to fly, you got to be there a few hours early. Then you get there and you're still waiting a couple of hours for your flight. And if it's delayed, then you're gonna be waiting some more. Then you get out the flight. Now you gotta find a way to get to the hotel. So when you calculate it, your whole day was basically 6 to 7 hours anyway. So the same time that I was pulling into Atlanta, some of my servers were touching down at the airport. And when I tell you that I am so jealous I didn't get to see the airport because they turned it purple and pink for us, which was such a I can't thank them enough. I don't know who was in charge of that, but that was a great idea and it made those getting off that plane feel so welcome to Atlanta. So let's see. Let's get into it. Let's get into it because it was so much, and I'm gonna toast to that. So, no, I don't have my counterpart here with me because like I said, I am at my second job. So, I had a few moments before my next assignment comes in. So, Atlanta. It's always an adventure. Adventure when you go to Atlanta. Is one, you better know where you're going. You better know where you're going. You better know what you're doing when you get to Atlanta. It's like a semi New York City, especially with the drivers. They don't play. You better get out their way. So I try to make, some time from the events to sightsee in Atlanta, and I had a good time. I by myself. My other sorors that came, they were at some of the events, and I couldn't go to those, so I found some things to do in Atlanta. You know, in our goodie bag when we got there, they gave us a nice pamphlet of Atlanta, and it had a lot of things in there. And I saw that I wanted to do the Civil and Human Rights Museum. I think that was so amazing. So I went, and if you are part of my Facebook group, you will see that I posted some pictures from inside the the facility. It was very, very, very amazing the things that they had. Like they had authentic paperwork from Martin Luther King. It was just so awesome, just stuff that his speeches when he was writing and rewriting, just so many things. So if you ever have the chance to go to Atlanta, Georgia, definitely go to that Civil and Human Rights Center. Do the counter the lunch counter sit-in. Um, that's a must. Um, I don't care if you're black or white or other. Do this. If you want to learn about what our people went through just to be able to basically walk down the street and go somewhere, go to that museum. Do that lunch counter sit-in. It's a virtual. I can't even explain how awesome it was. You get the headphones and you sit there, and the chairs moving, the tables moving. You feel like you moving. Just the stuff you hear in your ears. You can't imagine. You can't imagine sitting there and not doing nothing. People are pushing and throwing stuff on you and pouring this and that on you, and can you sit there that long and take that? And that's basically what that exercise is. It is seeing how long can you sit there while somebody is doing all that to you. Would you fight back? Would you run? Like, you just never know until you are in such situations. So I just recommend that. I recommend, downtown Atlanta. It's very nice, but please have some parking money. Atlanta do not play when it comes to parking. You will get towed, ticketed, booted. They don't care. And they don't want to hear no excuses. So, street parking to parking lot parking, please have your money, and please do not try to get out of paying for parking. So, that's my little Atlanta, just my little tidbits on, getting to see Atlanta. I saw the stadiums, the CNN building. So I want to do more and, see more when I do go back. So next time I go to an event or whatever, I will definitely, again, make time to see the city. So when we went, me and 3 other of my sorors, we stayed in an Airbnb. Last time I went to this event, I stayed at the hotel itself. And Airbnb versus staying at the host hotel, it's a big, big difference. One, the host hotel was way too expensive for me this year. So me and my sorors, we got together, did the Airbnb, and it came out to be so much cheaper per person than it would be for me to be at the hotel. So the hotel, like I said, was very, very expensive this time for me, and plus they charge you almost $30 a day to park there. It's just frustrating. Like I said, Atlanta don't play about their parking because they know they have a lot of people, and that's a good way to make money for the city. Make everybody pay for parking everywhere you go. Street, non-street, hotels, it don't matter. You gonna pay for parking no matter where you are. So make sure you call them, research what the policies are at whatever hotel you're going to in Atlanta. See if they have discounts on parking. See if they have parking alternatives. Or if you're going to just be at the hotel downtown Atlanta, I say fly in and then just Uber where you need to go. You will save so much money. So I saved a lot of money driving to Atlanta. Made my own foods. I didn't really stop to splurge on any foods. I had my cat and my dog with me, so I made sure I had all their food, all their stuff that they need. The parking for us at the Airbnb on that street was free, but it is also a residential street, so it's at first come, first serve, especially once people get out of work. If you move your car, you probably won't have a parking space when you get back if it's after 5 p.m. But it was nice to not have to worry about parking, paying, and all that stuff like that. So, and it was a nice Airbnb. Washer and dryer, everything we needed. I mean, she had it stocked to where she had a bunch of seasonings, hot sauce, hot sauce for the black people. But I mean, it was really, really nice. It was very, 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 very well worth it. My only issue with the house was that the bedroom I was in did not have a dresser. So, if you do think about doing an Airbnb for a house that you own, make sure that all the rooms have a dresser. Somebody drive all that way and have no way to spread their things out, nowhere to put their clothes, except for to hang them in the closet. Everything doesn't get hung in the closet. So, that's just my little tidbit on Airbnb versus a hotel. Something serious. Looking at the news this morning, some craziness happened in Houston, Texas. And I feel so bad for those kids. I feel so bad. They just wanted to see Travis Scott and they got trampled. They got smushed to death. 8 kids, 8 people got killed just going to a concert, just being at the concert. So I want to I just want to throw up a prayer for the families, that in the name of Jesus, that they stay strong. Just be strong for each other. Let the authorities investigate, and then you gather your investigation, and then you go after who needs to be gone after. But right now, in the name of Jesus, I just pray that everyone stays strong and just find some peace in something, so you don't yourself break down and take your own health out. So it was just so sad just seeing that this morning. So you guys be careful out there. It was 50,000 people. 50,000 people. Some cities don't even have that many people. So I'm sure it could have definitely been handled different. They could have made sections, fenced off sections for a certain amount of people, and then next section. So, but they said that these kids were trampling the barricades before the concert was even started, before they were even allowed to go in. They were already knocking down the barricades. So parents, please research where your child is going, where they are going to concerts at. I just feel so bad for these families. They sent their kids out to go see something fun, and the kids never come home dead. I can't understand that. I can't fathom. But I just wanted to, throw up a prayer for them. So, with that serious part being said, I just want to talk about sisterhood. And what I saw at the events that I went to in Atlanta. Like I said, it was sorority related. I am in a military sorority, so everyone there is military. Ex-military, still enlisted, retired, whatever. But I love my sorors. I love my sorority. I my house is almost purple and pink. That's how much I love it. So, but I saw a lot of sisterhood. It was just beautiful to see my sorors. It was just gorgeous. Everybody looked beautiful. Everybody had a great time. There were some hiccups, so as far as those hiccups, they were so small, that it didn't interrupt a lot of things. Um, I just hope that the suggestions from the AAR came back and they are really being considered, So I'm not sure who it was. They had a medical emergency. So to that soror, I just hope that you're feeling better, and I just hope that next time that the organizers have some snacks, bottled water around during these events. I mean, it's hard, when you have a large amount, over 800 people attending something. It is hard to one, in Atlanta, get out the hotel to go find something to eat, because it's a lot going on and you don't want to miss anything right there at the host hotel. There's only, I think it's like one cafe, like a coffee spot, and then two major restaurants inside the hotel. The two major restaurants, I mean, they're nice restaurants, good food and everything, but very expensive. So I'm sorry, my coworker, he's loud. So the coffee shop, everybody flocks to that because that's right in the lobby. That's cheaper than the restaurant. So if you don't get down there in a certain amount of time, you're going to be standing in line for a long time. So a lot of people didn't get a chance to get there and make it to a function or event in time, one, to get a good seat, one, so they don't miss anything. So we had some people that were being faint and not feeling well. So hopefully, next time the organizers do have like some stations to where there's like little granola bars, things like that, just a little something. They can even ask us to help supply, that I will be so happy to help that. So my other than that, like I said, the sisterhood was amazing. I did hear of a few that were, not being very sisterly, but everybody can't be happy all the time. So I definitely hope those sorors got a chance to talk it over, or whatever the case may be, to work things out. I mean, everything can be worked out. I also saw, just some disorderly things, when the doors open for the events. I know everybody want to be up front and get the best seats, but pushing and shoving and just, things like that, it's just not necessary. It really was not. Every seat in the place was good. I got stairs because I was able to go in, before everyone else, because I had a service dog. And it was like me and two other ladies, we had service dogs. So they let us go in first so we would not be caught up in that pushing and shoving when it's time to get a seat, because we have those service dogs for a reason. Whether it is a physical ailment that you have, or if it's a emotional or mental ailment that you have, we have those dogs for a reason. Yes, you can touch them and pet them and things like that, but when it comes to situations where it's a lot of people and large crowds like that, we need help. And that's what they're there for. So if you see that, people are able to go in and get a good seat before you, it's not that we got to hook up or we done paid somebody or something like that, or it's any favoritism. No, ma'am. It's because I would freak out in a situation like that. But having my dog with me, he keeps me focused on him to where I don't go that route. So just be considerate. Be considerate. You're going to get in. The place is for us. There's no one else coming, So they had enough chairs, well enough chairs for everyone. So I just enjoyed every moment that that I had. It was from Wednesday to Sunday, and every day was eventful, and I enjoyed myself. That was my second time being there, and I had a great time. So I will toast to that. So yes, so I'm gonna have to make me another cup of coffee because I had a good cup early. So I definitely thank you for being on with me today. And again, I am your girl, the Diva Patrice, and this is a session on Toast and Talk with the Sister. So you have a great and blessed day. I love you all. Bye.